with Jesus. Me and two guys against Jesus and two other guys. Spanish Jesus. May his soul rest in peace too, man. He just passed away about a year ago. Playing ball with Jesus. We playing ball. Some dudes pull up like 4 cars deep while we playing ball. They call Jesus. Brooklyn dudes. Jesus was from Brooklyn. So Jesus talking to him for a minute. They leave, they get back in their car and leave. Jesus came over and said, yo, hey man, them niggas came to murder you, bro. I'm like, word? For what? Fuck. I don't know, I have a clue. The fuck I do, man. Nah, your man, they said your man killed they man Demiscio out in D.C.
Yeah, man, so I had to play that for you because, you know, Azie said a lot of good things about him. Like, he's saying that your pop saved his life.
I spoke to AZ about the project not too long ago, probably like a month ago or a little longer than that, and he told me he was going to speak on the documentary for me, but he never reached back out. I've been hollering at him constantly for like the last 2 weeks or whatever. So hopefully he get back to me, but if not, you know, there's nothing I could do about that. But I know for sure he's friends with my dad. Because I spoke to him and he told me, you know, they got a lot of history. They played basketball faithfully together. You understand? Right. And my dad also, you know, went to Harlem and was getting money on AZ block and Rich Porter block, on the same block where Darnell and Rich was killed at, which is 132nd, which they call it the location. So any Harlem dude, they know about Harlem, 132nd and 7th Avenue is called the location. That's where Rich Porter and AZ hustled at. That's the hustle block. So, you know, that era, my father was on that block with them, and he's from Brooklyn, like I said. So that, you know, stood out a lot. So they had to be friends, good friends. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, hopefully he do the right thing.
Why wouldn't you talk on it? You understand? That don't even make sense. But I spoke to him, like I said, personally, and he told me he was going to do it. So let's see when he get back to me. You feel me?
As far as, you know, the content and everything, like filming, you know, like these, you know, these guys, you know, they got their own stuff going on. So you have some people that's really just focused on themselves, man. And, you know, like on the selfish tip. So you got to take that.
Yeah. That's how I look at it. You understand what I'm saying? Because if somebody asks you for 5 minutes to tell you something about their dad and they didn't know y'all had history, you supposed to be like, yo, this man is dead. So out of the respect for him, he saved your life. So you would have been dead. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, why wouldn't you want to talk about this man saving you to his kid? But you will go on other people's platforms and talk about it. That doesn't make sense to me.
So I have one question. Are you really stamping this as like the biggest documentary of the East Coast?
I mean, to my opinion, you know, that's my dad. So I might look at it as a way that people don't look at it. But I'm going to be honest with you. I've been in prison my whole life. And I was in the street at one point in time. And then my dad, he's just different. Like, you hear the Supremes, you hear the Big Meeches, you hear the King Tut, you hear all these names, you feel me? And they still alive. So when they give respect to him, that's big, because legends, it's hard to see legends respect legends. You understand what I'm saying? And that point of times, you know, my pops was getting money in every borough. That's what make it different. Like Preem was getting money in Queens. You understand? Tut was getting money in Brooklyn. Whatever. I don't know these dudes, like little things what they was doing on the sides, but like I know that we stand out from how I heard and how, you know, from history, because you can't erase history. My dad was going to Boroughs and getting money. He had number holes and, you know, spots in the Bronx and in Harlem where people go there and you could cop either drugs or go there to gamble. You understand? So he had 6 or 7 of these places in different boroughs. You understand? Different states. He was internationally known in London, Japan. My pops was going everywhere. You understand? Out of town in Maryland, North Carolina. You understand? So his thing with what he was doing was more than just a borough. These dudes is people that people know in New York City only, not everywhere. Some of them, you feel me? Yeah. So
Yeah.
to me, it's the biggest story in the East Coast period because my dad stands out everywhere he go.